Hey, hello and welcome once again to my YouTube channel. This is Reflex Image, a compliment of the season. Wishing you the very best in this year 2024. Yeah, this is my first video for the year. And in this video, I won't be doing much. Just want to show you how to achieve a seamless backdrop, and I'll be using this picture in particular. So I'm creating a video course right now whereby I will be teaching you how to shoot high-end picture with cheap materials. Just like my backdrop now, my backdrop is just 5,000 naira, and look at what she's sitting on too. They are cheap gadgets, and I use my 2TT520 flash. I don't use a high-end flash here. So I'm creating a video course very soon which entails everything, how I shoot with cheap gadgets, because our gadgets are damn expensive these days, and how to get a high-end result through the process. So make sure you stay tuned, and if this is your first time visiting, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me via my WhatsApp, my Instagram, whereby I'll get back to you as soon as possible. So this picture was taken with Canon 6D, my 15mm prime lens, my ISO at 100, my shutter speed at f3.2, my aperture at 3.2, my shutter speed at 1/125. So that's how I came about this picture, and I'll be showing you how I actually extend the background and I'm smoothing it in the best way possible. So with no further ado, let's jump into action. Firstly, I'll make adjustments here, which I've actually done. I brought down the highlights, I brought down the white, I increased the shadow. Well, the reason I was able to do this adjustment is because I shoot my picture in RAW. So you can actually do that to your pictures also. And if you're shooting in JPEG also, you should be able to come back to RAW by yourself during the editing process. But shooting with RAW gives you a higher chance of editing pictures perfectly. So now let's jump straight to our Photoshop by clicking on open. Click on open. So I'll wait for it to load up, and boom, here is our picture. And as you can see, we're having some lines over here which we actually don't want. So let me show you the best way to extend background right now. First thing first is to go to your crop tool, and now look for what you want to crop a picture to. Mine is 4x5 because that's what I love cropping my picture to, because I post my picture mostly on Instagram. So what I will do right now is that actually cutting some part of the leg. I'll just extend from down here. I'll extend from here also. Don't mind all those areas that are showing you. We are going to make an amendment there sooner or later. So once I'm done with my cropping this area, I just have to click on my enter key. The next thing I will be doing right now, I'll just go to my polygonal axle tool, which is right over here. I'll click on it. I'm going to make sure I click around my background where my background ends. So I'll give it a little of space. I'll click here like this. I'll click here. I'll click here. I'll click here. So you can see I'm doing it. I'll click here, and I'll make sure I meet up the place I started from. So you can see right now. Next thing I'll do right now is to invert my selection by clicking on Ctrl Shift and I. Either you click on that or you go to your select. Under select, you're going to click on invert selection. So you're going to invert the selection for you. So unlike selecting the backdrop, unlike selecting where the model is, it's going to select where you want to fill up with the backdrop. After doing that, the next thing you need to do is just to right click on it. Then you go to your fill. Once you load up the panel for your fill for you, make sure you are selecting content aware and make sure your color adaptation is on. If it's not on content aware, scroll open here and look where content aware is, then click on it. Opacity, make sure it's at 100%, then you click on OK. You just have to wait for it to do a perfect job for you. And boom, look at what it actually just gave us now. Someone might have not see where you shot your picture from, might actually thought this is how wide your backdrop is. You can actually still extend the backdrop to whatever area you want it to be. But I think I love it around this way. So what you just need to do now is just to click on Ctrl D to deselect, or you can go back to select again and click on deselect here. So that being said, now that's the first step when it comes to manipulation, when it comes to background cleaning. So, and if you want to actually change the shape of your model, that is also very easy. All you just need to do, firstly, duplicate your background layer by clicking on Ctrl J, then go to filter. Under filter, make sure you load your liquidify. Wait for your liquidify to load up. So once it does, make sure you are selecting this brush over here. sorry, make sure you're selecting the pulse brush, as you can see right now. So you can actually change the shape like this by scrolling on whatever area you want to amend there. As you can see right now, you can see, make sure you don't overdo it to make the shape look more realistic. As you can see right now, I want to adjust the hip, the butt and everything. Also, if you want to bring out the chest a little bit, if I also want to flatten the tummy, I would have flattened this tummy, but actually our hand is already there, so it won't be very easy to do. So you can take a possible time to do that during your own leisure time. So here's the before and after of what you just did right now. So you can actually enhance the shape of your model while editing your pictures. So that being said, now click on your OK. The next thing you need to do is to retouch your picture, which I won't be doing in this particular video. So we skip that process. No, let's go on a 1 minute short break. See you guys in the next 1 minute after I'm done with my retouching. So let me use this medium to introduce my new video course to you guys. So once you just come to this area, you're going to see a link here starting from my newest video, which is this particular video I'm recording right now. But if you're not to see the link here, once you click on more, you have to see the link, which will redirect you straight to my store. Here is my first manipulation course, first video course for the year, and this is the first of all time. So trust me, you will need to get this course because it entails so many details, starting from how to set up my lights, how I do my light setup in my studio, and their cheap light setup also, my camera settings both for indoor and outdoor, basic photo editing, basic retouching, how to separate subject from backdrop, because that's the issue most people have when it comes to manipulation, and I'll teach you the tips and tricks on how to get that perfectly, how to create background from pictures, how to actually steal other photographers backdrop. Probably my backdrop, you love them and you want to remove my subject from it and actually use the backdrop for your own picture. So I'll be teaching you all that, and also advanced manipulation, and also how I do my studio color grading, especially when it comes to the manipulation aspect. And I'll be giving you guys free files also. I'll give you free files, free value, free PNG, my premium lot for just $50. And also many people have been requesting where I get my backdrop from. And also I'll be giving you guys the sites I use, the 3 major sites I use in getting my backdrop from, both my backdrop, my PNG file, my lot file, my preset, so on and so forth. So here are the list of the files which I actually created. Here are everything. So these are the recorded videos I did. You can see I put in my very best in creating everything for you guys. So just for $50 you should be able to get all this, and also practice material, picture you actually used to practice with, and also you can post them on your IG, your Facebook, your social media platform, or social media platform, putting your logo there. So I hope you actually go and buy it right now, and also improve your picture editing skill this year. As you can see, it entails so lots more. So let's jump straight back to business. So as you can see right now, I'm actually done with my retouching, though it's not all that perfect, but it's a start. So the next thing we'll be doing right now is to remove our model from the background. The first step we need to do while doing that is to click on Ctrl J to duplicate our background layer again. So after doing that right now, you just have to mix selection. There are so many tools you can use to mix selection. We have our polygonal lasso tool, we have our lasso tool, we have our magnetic lasso tool, we have our quick selection tool, we have our magic wand tool, we have our background remover tool. So there are so many tools you can use out there. But I actually made my selection. I've saved the selection because I know I might later come back and make use of it. What I just need to do right now, just to go to my select. Under my select, I'm going to click on load selection. Then I'm going to pick the selection. I think there's my selection over here. I just have to click on my OK. As you can see, I have a perfect selection right now. What I just need to do right now is just to max it. Click on my max, and boom. If I'm to turn on my background layer, you can see I have my model without the backdrop. So I'm going to turn it back on right now. The next thing I'll still need to do, I'll still click on my background layer. I'm going to duplicate it again. This time around, let's call this modify. Click on my OK. So after doing that, the next thing I'll be doing right now, I'm going to hold my control key down and I'm going to click on my layer 1 max. So it's going to bring back the selection for me. After I did that, the next thing I'll be doing right now, I'll just go to my select. Under select, I'll go to modify, then I'm going to click on expand. I'll be expanding by 8 pixels right now. Then I'll click on my OK. After doing that, I'm going to right click on it. I'll go to fill. Under fill, I'm going to content aware. I'll click my OK. I'll still wait for it to load up. and boom, you might actually not see what it actually did for us. So firstly, let's deselect our image by clicking on Ctrl D. Now if you have to turn off your model layer, which is your upper layer 1, if you turn it off, as you can see, we actually remove our subject from the backdrop, so we only have the backdrop now. So let's turn it back on right now. So under the modifier, I'll click on the modifier, then I'll duplicate the modifier again, by clicking on Ctrl J. So the modify copy, I'll just have to go to my filter. Under filter, I'll go to blur. I'm going to click on Gaussian blur. So I'm going to increase the radius until I'm no longer seeing the blemishes there again. I think around 64 is okay. I'll click on my OK. But during the process of doing that, I actually lost the shadow which I have over here. And without the shadow, my manipulation won't look real. What I just need to do right now is just to create a mask on it. Then I'll pick my normal brush and make sure the strength is, the hardness is on 0. I'll click on my OK. Make sure the opacity is on 100 and make sure the color is on black. So I'm going to scroll over the area where I know the shadow is before. Scroll over it. As you can see, it's going to bring back the shadow for me. So I think there's a straight line at the back here too. So let me just scroll over it again too. It's going to return everything back to its initial place. So the next thing I'll be doing right now, let me smoothen the background more by adding some gradient on it. For me to do that, I'll just create an empty new layer at the top of my subject, at the top of my background. Now I'm going to click on my color picker over here. Then I'll sample the color I want to fill this area up with. So I think I like this color around this way. I'll click on my OK. Then I'll pick my gradients and make sure it's on the first selection. Then I'm going to scroll down this way. So you can see, it's going to harmonize the background color for me, as you can see, which is perfect. So I can now start color grading my picture from this point onward. But I won't be doing that. I just want to bring in a particular file which I'll be giving to you guys for free. It's a shadow effect. I want to add it to the picture to make it look a little bit more enticing. So let me go to my file manager and bring that up right now. So all you have to do is to go to my file manager. I'll go to where the files are located. Then I'm going to search for it. I have them somewhere around there. Let me see. Okay, this is the exact one I'll be using right now. So it's not every time you just have to bring in so many overlays. Shadow effects are okay. At times they are good for pictures. So let me just drag it down to my Photoshop. So once it loads up, I just need to do some extension. I'll drag it around this way. I'll drag it down around this way. Until I see it's actually filling up the entire location. I think around this way is okay. All I just need to do is click on OK. But it's a little bit too sketchy, which I actually don't like. I just have to reduce the opacity. And boom, this is perfect. So we can now jump to our color grading process right now. So for me to start my color grading, I want to apply the skin color alone first. All I just need to do is to click on my uppermost layer. Then I'll go to my adjustment layer. I'll click on my gradient map. I'll open it up and I'll pick the exact skin tone I want. I'll go with this. I'll click on my OK. From normal, I'll bring it down to soft light, and boom. But the issue I'm having right now is that it's affecting the entire picture, which is not what I want. I can actually leave it this way by just reducing the opacity, and it's going to give me something nice. But I don't want that. I'll just have to invert the selection by clicking on Ctrl I. I'll hold down my Ctrl key, then I'm going to click on the marks over here. I'll pick my brush. Then I'm going to apply it on just the skin alone. Make sure it's on white, 100% opacity. So as you can see, I'm going to apply it on just the skin alone. So it's going to give us something nice and enticing. As you can see right now. So really applied it on the skin to make it look more realistic. So Ctrl D to deselect. You can see right now, here's the before and after of the gradient map, which just added to our picture. So you can just export your picture this way. There's no need to color grade the background, but if you just feel like color grading the background again, all you just need to go is to go to adjustment layer again, click on color lookup, pick a particular lot you love using out of my lot collection. Those are also available for sale in my store. So I'll be using this right now. So you can see it's going to harmonize the background and the skin for me together. So with few simple steps, look at how I actually cleaned our backdrop. Some actually thought this is how wide my backdrop is, or this is how my studio is, and that is the goal of manipulation. In this 2024, no grief for anybody. Make sure you also become a good manipulator in no time. So I hope this video helped a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also turn on the notification icon. If you have any question, you can contact me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. See you guys on my next tutorial. One love. So in case you're interested in getting any of my picture editing file, from my overlays down to my color lookup, which is my LUT file, so you just have to scroll down to your video. So under the comment, this is my description. So it's not going to load the description for you. You just have to click on show more, click on it. So it's going to show all the options. Once it does that, just click on my store link. So here's my store link. Once you click on it, it's going to take you directly to my store. So you can actually select any file you want. From the color lookup, this is a light skin LUT. This is a feather which I use in my recent video. This is 100 premium baby overlays. This is my first video course. This video course entails on how to download all the files I want. The site I use in downloading all my files free of charge, including my Photoshop panels also. This includes my PNG files. This includes all my packs, all my picture editing files, my premium overlay, my PNG, my flying fabrics, my color lookup, my presets. So once you buy this, you've already bought everything apart from this one. So here is my flying fabrics. Here is my, in case you want to give me any project for me to work on. Here's my color lookup. Here is my background overlay, and here is my presets file. So in case you're interested in buying any one, you can actually go for them. The good news there is that you can actually buy your own currency, any currency of your choice. You can buy with any currency of your choice.